Joining us today on MSUEagles.com is the offensive coordinator for Morehead State football, Craig Mullins. And Craig, congratulations to you and the team riding a 3-game Pioneer Football League winning streak, and I know a good performance, especially in the second half last Saturday up at Valparaiso.
Oh, it was a huge win for us. To go on the road and get our third consecutive victory. It was a big lift, and we've certainly got some momentum going into this week. It was kind of a roller coaster at the beginning. We started off, at least from an offensive perspective, we come out and move the ball, and then we get a deflected pass at the line of scrimmage that ends up dropping right in the defender's hands and kills a drive, and then we throw a quick screen out there to the wideout, and he ends up fumbling the football, and all of a sudden you look up, it's 14-0 on the road. And I can't say enough about our kids, the way they battled through it and came back and just stayed the same throughout, and made some plays, big plays, and just couldn't be prouder of them.
Talk about the adjustments you guys made at halftime. You just alluded to the 2 early turnovers at Valparaiso turned into 14 points, and we talk about the course of a season being a marathon, not a sprint, and obviously a football game 60 minutes, not 8 or 9 minutes. But kind of tell the viewers out there, what was talked about at halftime and how you guys came out with that those 23 unanswered points in the second half to get the victory.
Well, I want to give credit to the defense. I mean, they gave us more turns and got the ball back to us quickly. And what we do at halftime is just kind of narrow a play list of prioritized plays that we think are going to make it easy on our kids. Get the ball out of our hand quickly and get it to some of our best players, and really just try to focus on those plays and talk about executing those plays. And to the kids' credit, they went out and did it.
I think everybody who follows Morehead State football knows the numbers for Austin Gehafer, your true freshman quarterback last week. 458 passing yards, a career high by far, and just 1 yard short of the school record. Obviously, he picked up a couple Pioneer Football League weekly awards, but I guess from an X's and O's standpoint, whether it's the offensive line or just what Austin is doing himself, where would you give the credit to there, and what is he doing to be so effective recently?
The key to that whole thing and for him is he's a really good decision maker and tends not to force throws, and does it in practice, and showing up on Saturday and really just taking what the defense has given him. We're going to take some shots down the field, and that's where he's got to really make the decisions. And then within the offense, it's pretty quarterback friendly. Not taking any credit away from Austin, but we want to get the ball out of his hand and get the fast screens going and get that defense moving so they can't rush the passer with as much energy as they normally do. And he took advantage of that and really did a nice job.
With you as obviously not new to the profession, but new to Morehead State as the offensive coordinator, Andre Woodson, our receivers coach, a former SEC quarterback. Even though Austin is young as a true freshman, has it kind of been helpful for you three to kind of grow together, and he hasn't developed any bad habits, at least at the collegiate level to this point?
Well, we might be the only offensive staff in America that has 3 former college quarterbacks coaching different positions on the side of the ball. So
right.
Everybody's always got an answer for something, which is kind of funny. But it really has helped me. I think it's helped us as an offense to be able to share those perspectives in our meetings. And then when you narrow it down, it really helps the quarterback as we get that message sent across.
Austin's top receiver at Valparaiso was Jake Raymond, 12 catches for 133 yards, and he's really been a major contributor in some games recently. Just speak to his play and his development overall.
Well, Jake's been as steady as can be all year long, and it just kind of happened that he ended up with, I believe, 10 catches. Is that
12
catches? And we didn't go in thinking, hey, this guy's got to have 10, this guy's got to have 8 or whatever. It just kind of turned out that way, and he took advantage of his opportunity and turned out had a heck of a ball game and really helped us.
You guys ran a season-high 89 offensive plays up at Valparaiso, and I know that puts a smile on head coach Rob Tenier's face. He's been the offensive coordinator the last couple of years, and I know that that's the style and tempo you guys want to play, but can you just kind of expand on that a little bit? And I know that total number of plays doesn't always equal total number of yards and overall success, but I think in the style and the scheme that you guys have out there, it probably favors Morehead State.
It does. I mean, the more plays you run, the more chances you got to score. And again, I want to give the defense credit for getting us the ball and giving us those opportunities. And we want to play fast. We want to mix the tempos. You know, I know Jake had a big game, but we had, I think we had 8 to 10 different guys touch the ball in the receiving, on the receiving end. And if we're playing fast and a lot of guys are getting touches on the football, we're probably having a pretty good day. And you take into effect we had 3-4 turnovers, and then we're trying to run the clock out at the end of the game. That could have been a little bit higher as well.
Sure. Offensive Coordinator Craig Mullins from the Morehead State football program with us today on MSUEagles.com. And Craig, let's kind of look ahead to this big homecoming football game this week at Jane Stadium against the University of Dayton, a team that's unfortunately had Morehead State's numbers in recent years. But I think that the energy and momentum has been good in the program. I was able to witness a little bit of practice the other day, and seems like guys are really thinking positive and expecting to win at this point.
They've got some confidence right now, and we're all excited about playing this football game. Dayton's kind of had my number throughout my career as a coach and a player. And matter of fact, I told the quarterbacks in our meeting the other day, when I first took this job, one of the first teams I thought about playing against was Dayton.
Okay.
And I only mean that from a respectful standpoint, because they've been doing a great job for as long as I can remember, and they've got a fine tradition. And it's anytime you go against a team like that, your juices are going to get flowing, and you're really going to want to play. And hopefully we'll do well enough to come out on the good end of the stick.
This program has 4 of its last 5 games this year at home. How important is that? Obviously, the numbers show that in recent years the team has had a lot more success here at Jane Stadium than on the road, and you guys are right in the thick of things in terms of the PFL standings right now.
It certainly helps, and it helps just in your preparation for the upcoming week. You're a little more rested. You got a little bit more time to get prepared for the next opponent. And I think people are starting to get excited to come to James Stadium and watch us play football here.
Obviously don't want to give away any secrets today, but in general terms, what have you noticed about Dayton's defense and what the keys might be to a victory this Saturday?
Well, it all starts up front. I mean, they're a fundamentally sound football team. They've got some good-sized players on the front end. We think we're a pretty athletic football team at our skill positions, and we just want to stick to the plan, take care of the football, and control the line of scrimmage.
Well, Craig, we wish you all the best. We thank you for your time today. Again, Morehead State in action. It's homecoming football game here on Saturday at Jane Stadium, 1 p.m. against the University of Dayton. And we'll talk to you again soon, Craig. Thanks.
Thank you.